Dude, I took a break off weed for a while.
How long?
Not
45
that long.
minutes.
It was like
Lunch.
I think it was like a few months.
That's
And,
long as fuck.
Yeah, so I just started back up. I'll like hit my pen, and then I'll get up and be like, "What am I doing? I was just gonna do something." That happens like the whole time. I'm just like, "Wait, what am I doing?"
Takes a lot longer to get anything done.
But everything else is better. Just like watching stuff, listening to stuff, doing stuff.
It's hard to do stuff without being stoned.
It's hard to watch.
By the way, we're live.
We've been live. Welcome to Ltyf.
All right, we're back. L2IF. You're listening to your friends, but you don't know us. But we're your friends. Don't you worry.
Just trust us.
And we have a friend guest, and his name is Kris Woods.
Yep.
That's you. You're Kris Woods.
I identify with that, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, well, we got some stuff. Vince, you didn't watch the Golden Globes. Did you, Chris?
Most of it, yeah, I did.
Yeah. So you saw Ricky Gervais just fuck shit up.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I watched his whole monologue. I didn't really see in between giving awards any of the stuff he said, but
It was pretty short. He just like came out and just told everyone how the whole thing was stupid, and then
Yeah.
let the next person
Yeah.
the
go
monologue
on.
was incredible. Yeah.
He had an awesome monologue. He had a few scorchers, but then like I noticed maybe like halfway through he sort of turned it off. He started coming out he looked sort of just like tired and unenthusiastic, and he was like, I don't have anything mean to say right now. Here's these people, and then he just walks out. And I'm like, maybe somebody fucking scolded him backstage about like, take it down a fucking notch, man.
Yeah.
Hey, take it easy.
But
I don't know. I thought the idea was that they just were completely expecting it. Like that's
okay, so he has hosted 2009, 2010, 2011, 2015, and then this year. Yeah. So he's done it a lot, and every single time he fucking rapes them.
and it's the only time that anyone watches.
And everyone's
Yeah.
so shocked every time. They're just like, "Oh my god, can you believe you said that?" It's like, yeah, I do. I fucking believe it 100%.
That's Ricky Gervais. He always says shit like that.
But is ridiculous to me that they even had him back because of what happened with Kevin Hart. Like Kevin Hart tweeted about a joke like years and years ago about his son and smashing a dollhouse over his head. Just a joke. He's a comedian. Everyone knows he's fucking joking. They fire him from hosting.
They didn't fire him from hosting. And it wasn't the Golden Globes, it was the Oscars.
The Oscars.
I don't really know what the difference is between these two associations or
it's
whatever,
just
but
two different like clubs.
yeah, circle jerkers.
Yeah.
Just two.
I don't know. I
clubs
just
circle
thought it was
jerking.
like sort of hypocritical that they would have such a huge controversy with Kevin Hart hosting from one tweet. Like none of his other stand-up is even close to as offensive as Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
Like on a regular
yeah, I
basis.
agree.
I don't care anymore. I'm joking. I never did.
And from what I remember, they just asked him to apologize about those tweets, and he was like, "No, I'm not going to do that." And they're like, "Well, you can't have the job if you don't do that." And he's like, "Okay, well then I can't host the Oscars."
I just
guess."
thought that was sort of
I think he
weird.
I think he got mad about it because that kind of joke, especially for black comedians, is like that's absolutely nothing. Like
Yeah.
the stuff in the 80s and 90s, like there were
Dude,
that
and that joke is funny.
Yeah,
like
and
it's
it's
so
true.
stupid.
It's not as acceptable
Like, it's
to be
so
gay in the
stupid.
black community. So
We've talked about that a tiny bit. I think it was brought up before, but
Like you were just saying, if you look at comedians, even from the early 2000s, like they're slinging faggots around like it's nothing. And it's like, just, I was going to say F words, but I mean, you can't just say the F word.
we're just fucking talking about.
No one's going to know what word I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I don't know when that tweet was that he tweeted, but he's a comedian. This is his job to be funny. And it was Dave Chappelle that pointed out, like, the premise of this joke is he's smashing a dollhouse over his son's head. Like, he had to buy that dollhouse for his gay son in the first place to smash it over his head. So the whole premise of the joke is self-aware and, like, already. So there's no outrage to be had there, at least in my eyes. And anyone in the whoever sent this tweet the Academy, like, you're really gonna let this guy host the Oscars? And whoever at the Academy was like, oh yeah, you're right, we need to ask him to apologize about this. Like, that's just fucking stupid to give credence to that.
There are just like certain hot button issues that trend during a certain timeline, and right now, like, anything, you know, gay or LGBTQ, don't even touch it because people are going to scold you for it. That's just like the trend right now.
So hot right now.
But you can make all the fucking Nazi jokes you want.
Dave Chappelle
fucking...
had a great LGBTQ segment in his most recent stand-up on Netflix where they're driving in the car together. You guys have all seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny. And you can still joke about it, but it has to be a well-constructed joke.
Yeah.
It has to be funny, and it has to, the meaning behind it has to be in the right place. And he's not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, I don't think.
They tried to come after Dave Chappelle though.
They did.
For that,
stuff.
who is they when we say that?
Like
though?
I
guess the LGBT
People behind the screen of Twitter.
people
Right, like
might get mad about that. But
maybe the furthest left fringe possible.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
like the tip of the spear
Yeah.
of the politically
Right.
correctness. Like,
and then everybody's like, "Oh yeah, Twitter's blowing up with this." It's like, okay, yeah, SJW Twitter's blowing up with this, and then you start giving them credence and saying that this opinion that they have of Dave Chappelle's set is worth anything.
Well, and they tried to silence him by closing the reviews off to the public on
I
Rotten
remember
Tomatoes
that
or whatever.
they closed that for was it for 24 hours or something?
Yeah.
They had it closed.
Yeah, and I don't know. They thought that was gonna like deter people from watching it or something. It's like,
Everybody's
dude, it's
like,
Dave Chappelle.
right,
People
yeah,
are gonna
fuck
watch
you,
it.
It's Dave Chappelle.
I thought they
And
closed.
he knows that. He's like, dude, I'm fucking Dave Chappelle. Okay, shut.
I
shut
thought
your
they
mouth.
closed that to keep those types from coming in and like mass downvoting it and giving it a really shitty score.
It could have been that. I
Like,
never
'cause
thought of that.
Those types of group, they'll go onto IMDb
Yeah.
and mass downvote the shit out of any
Yeah.
movie that leans politically away from their ideology.
Actually, that's a good point. I
and
never
it's like
thought
a
of that.
movie that's actually pretty good. For the first 2 days it's out, will sit at like a 4 on IMDb until like 19,000 more viewers that actually are going to give a serious review, give it 4 or 5 stars or whatever it is, and it ends up with like a 7.1 overall.
Most people are not giving serious reviews on stuff.
Yeah, you go.
I've never
it's
reviewed
it's
anything.
always
People are
tens
like, this
and
movie
ones.
got me hard.
It's all tens and ones. Either there was boobs in this, and so it's denigrating the American culture, or
Trolling is just too prevalent. Like people just want to be entertained when they're online, and they entertain themselves by just fucking trolling on shit. You know?
Oh yeah, it's
true.
And I
fun.
enjoy it. I enjoy reading it. I'm like, that was a good comment.
I'm not innocent of it. I've trolled people on Reddit before. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's
trolled the shit
it's
out of people on
definitely
Reddit.
fucking entertainment, that's for sure. As a reference for Ricky Gervais's offensiveness, I went to his Twitter to compare with Kevin
yeah.
Hart's. And the first
I can only imagine
the
what his
first
shit
thing
says.
on his Twitter, his most recent thing said, "Just written my most offensive joke ever. Will debut in Sheffield on Monday. Get ready to call the papers." Smiley face. And some lady wrote, "Jokes should be funny, ... not offensive." And then immediately he wrote underneath her, "But people finding a joke offensive is always funny." And it's like every super good comedian, some of their best jokes are just really offensive jokes. I can only imagine in the comedy community, like the ones who say the most outrageous shit are probably the most loved by other comedians. You know, like, dude, I can't believe you said that. That's amazing. You did it so well, though. Like,
I think comedians like getting reactions out of people no matter what it is. So
yeah,
it's
Yeah.
like,
you're getting a rise out of
right.
them.
If they start freaking out, it is funny.
All right, switching gears here.
Richard Gears?
Yeah, a deaf man
I like that one.
named Yaroslav.
Glad
A
you
lot
didn't
of
have to
our
hear that.
stories are Russian people. I just go onto my newsfeed and like every crazy story is just like Yuri, Alexa, Yakov Smirnov. Like,
As Joe Rogan says, those are the scariest white people.
Terrifying.
Always crazy stuff
in
happening.
total agreement with that. So anyways, Russian guy, I'm just going to say Russian guy, decided to sue the pornography website Pornhub over lack of accommodation for the deaf and hard of hearing. Due to the website neglecting to offer closed caption on their videos, they're inhibiting those with hearing impairments from enjoying the website's entertainment offerings.
You know what the biggest indignity is? I can't even masturbate. Heck, one morning I spent 20 minutes wondering, where's the sensation? Where's the pleasure coming?
I feel like closed captions are really... Don't they do them like with a AI on the websites?
Apparently they don't. You can
YouTube
set your computer up to have closed captions, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But the site itself may not have the option, but it's like, come on, man. Like, you're deaf. Figure it out.
So he thinks he's got grounds to sue him for that, huh?
According to the docs obtained by TMZ, says a lack of closed captioning violates their rights under the Americans with Disabilities Act. He even went on to say that he would be happy to pay more money for premium service, but doesn't feel it's worth it in its current condition due to the lack of captioning.
I agree as well. Well, does he? So he doesn't pay already. You're not paying for the content. You're consuming free content. You don't get to sue them for there not being closed captions on it.
It's like...
Sounds like any judge is just going to throw that right out.
Okay, yeah, I'm not deaf. I don't know how shitty that is. That must be pretty hard, you know?
If he was paying for Pornhub Premium and there was no option for closed captions, maybe I'd be like, this dude's got a grievance. He can write a letter to Pornhub and say, hey, I pay for premium, I'm deaf, can I get some closed captions? And if they're like, fuck no, then sue them. That's a reasonable accommodation to ask for if you're paying for it and you're deaf.
But that's like the one drawback.
What is going to be the closed caption? It's just squishes.
Yeah.
It just says
that's
that
what I
in
was
parentheses
thinking.
over and over, just squish.
Well, you know,
squish,
some of
squish.
them like have like actual like story and plot and setup.
Oh, yeah,
and I
I
guess
guess.
maybe he's watching that. Otherwise, you're just going to be watching just a bunch of like,
Could we do it in kind of the open labor market? Like get like some kind of Uber driver that will come and transcribe.
Yeah, get a
for you
transcriber.
on a
You
like a
can be
whiteboard, just like in the room next
Yeah.
to you, or like cue cards.
That would be a really good service.
Porn transcriber. It's a really niche market.
I mean, I guess if he doesn't have enough to pay for premium, he can't pay for a transcriber. That's premium for them. It's just like, have a guy come
Insurance.
over. Are you missing out on the inspired dialogue that you're not hearing right
He
now?
thinks so.
Like,
he doesn't know. How would he know?
I see you don't have a lifeguard here at your beach.
I'm not at the beach. This is a bathtub.
Get out of the water, there's a shark!
What, a shark?
Get out of the water! Shark? There's a shark in the water!
Wait a minute. There's no shark in the bathtub. What? Wait a minute. You should go.
I think I should stay and I think we should have sex.
Okay.
I like to turn the sound off when I masturbate.
Do you do your own voices for the?
No,
actors?
it's just it's like a new, it's like my own category that I made up. I wrote some names down for it that might work. Situationally disadvantaged arousal. Self-inflicted hindrance masturbation. Momentary nuisance fetish.
So what you're saying is you're getting off on the fact that it's a little bit harder.
Not ideal circumstances arousal.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to make it more difficult, I feel like I get more out of it if I can't hear it or see it.
What if you added another factor, like something in the room that's not like immediately dangerous, but like
if you haven't fed your dog for a few days.
Or you put a pot on the stove with only a little bit of water in it
Yeah.
and then turn it on like really high.
right. So you're also under the gun.
You put a bowl of macaroni and cheese in the microwave for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's going to be way too hot.
Well,
You gotta
if
finish
you're
quick.
smacking your meat for 30 minutes.
Play a video of your mom talking in the other room.
Good God. Or you could just call her.
Try
Try to finish before she answers.
She's just like,
What were
are you
saying
doing
about
that
your
thing
horse?
again?
Are you doing one of those masturbation challenges again right now? I told you not to call me when you're doing that.
It only works when it's you, Mom.
Look, I'm glad that you're happy, but leave me out of this.
All right.
Ew.
Intestinal eel regularity. See what I did there? Instead of irregularity, eel, like an animal.
Okay.
Got it. One man in China found himself on the operating table after he swallowed live eels. He believed that it would help relieve his constipation, only for the sea creatures to tear through his intestines, causing a serious infection.
Holla, holla.
No shit.
Yeah.
The man who was
were
not identified, he didn't want us to know his name, I guess. Was admitted to the Hospital of Traditional Chinese Medicine January 9th. He was complaining of intestinal and abdominal pain, and the staff recognized that his body was going into shock. Fucking A, man. Just whole live adult eels.
How big? What kind of eels?
Well, I have a picture if you want to see.
Yeah, I do.
What part of the process is the picture from?
A scan showed the skeletons of eels he'd eaten before still in his abdomen. So he's been doing this.
He's got his fucking eel graveyard in his belly.
Another one.
And he was sent in for emergency surgery to remove them.
There's a very basic understanding of how his digestive system works.
Yeah.
They're just gonna wriggle through.
It's really bad science.
Go straight.
I mean, in
They'll eat all
theory,
the
it could
food
work,
and then
I
I'll
guess.
poop them out. Well,
Unless
in that
the
theory.
obvious occurs where they chew through your abdomen.
Yeah.
Where there's animals inside of you freaking out.
He's like, no, guys, just the poop, not my stomach. We opened him up and noticed a large amount of fecal water mixed with the blood.
A large amount of fecal water mixed with the blood.
That's a terrible sentence.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for listening to your friends. Yeah, fecal water mixed with blood.
Don't say it.
The head of general surgery at the hospital said, according to there was
which part of his head said it?
There was
mouth, right?
There was severe swelling, and we found 2 very thick swamp eels at the bottom of his abdomen.
Eels?
Very thick swamp eels.
2 very thick swamp eels.
He's the cattiest head of
the
surgery ever.
The doctor's like, no, man, you got to use saltwater eels, not swamp eels.
And these eels are way too thick.
Yeah, these are thickens.
It's just like if you're looking at a menu of eels, the swamp eel is not the one I'm gonna pick to shove into my body.
Anything swamp.
You look into a swamp
attractive.
eel's eyes, you know it's chewing through your intestines.
Yeah.
I mean, they live that swamp life. They got to be rugged and
I don't know a lot about the swamps in the
they
South.
just wanted to get back to their swamp life and just chill.
that summer I spent.
inside that crocodile.
That summer I spent swallowing swamp eels. Surgeons had to open his abdomen and remove the sea creatures. Putting
Swamp creatures
sea
or sea
creatures in your fucking body. And he had to swallow them. He had to like hold them up and put them in its mouth and then just
Houdini.
like, how do you even do that? Or did he go through the back? Can they get up there through the back? I should have researched this by trying it.
Do you think you could swallow something that is alive whole?
I think it'd be easier to swallow an eel than it would be to get one up your asshole.
Yeah, but that's like
But
a
I
pretty
don't think I
popular
could
thing in
personally do
Asia.
it.
Even if you had some peanut butter?
I'm not trying to rationalize this guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to help him out a little bit. But.
Maybe he learned about it online, guys. It's not his fault.
So anyways, we're going to take a second for another sponsor. We'll be right back.
I haven't read this yet. It was just Justin emailed me. So it said you're going to play this, you're going to have some cool hip-hop music playing
Well, yeah.
in the background? Okay. You're going to add that later.
Yeah.
This is our ad read. This is Cool Black Guy, Kris Woods, for Cactus Blacks. 4 blacks. It says, "Sup, homie? Cool black guy. That's right, Cactus Blacks aren't just for country-ass crackers anymore.
Hold on.
Introducing Cactus Blacks 4 blacks.
Hold up.
Menthol.
Wait a minute.
With a pinch of powdered insulin in every cigarette.
I knew something special about it.
Cactus Blacks. 4 blacks.
Because they need the extra insulin.
I assume that's
or
a
they
diabetes joke.
Yeah. Do you have diabetes?
No, I don't. Yeah, that would
That
be...
was our ad break for Cactus Blacks. 4 blacks.
We need to actually record it. Like,
Yeah.
let's make a alternate Cactus Black within that lane, and you can do the voice.
Definitely, I could ham it up more.
And just like, yeah, I love being black, and I love smoking cigarettes for black people, because I have diabetes.
I'm Wilfred Brimley, and I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about diabetes. Actually, about diabetes and, diabetes.
Have you been doing any other commercials, or is you?
No,
just
that was the
do
first
your
one.
Your one
Yeah.
cigarette commercial. It's pretty awesome.
We can hop right into another story, or we can just go around and just say what we're thinking and what we're feeling.
Let's do the kindergarten circle. No,
let's do a little circle real quick.
Circle. No, that's
everyone sit crisscross in your chairs.
I physically
Not a chance.
cannot do that.
Yeah, we're fully grown, so
I might be able to do that in your chair. Great.
Everybody out there entertained? More chair talk later. Charmin's poop time robot.
Oh, is that the video we were watching? What is that?
So, it was like this. It's like a technology convention where, like, once a year, like all the most sort of creative and unique technologies that people are hoping to get off the ground meet at this place.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a science fair, sort of, but
right
for robots and shit. And it's by Charmin, and I'm hoping that they fucking
Charmin
deploy it.
Yeah, it's
or is it
Charmin.
Charmin?
Charmin.
You're
Is it
doing.
Charmin
You're
or
doing
Charmin?
like. You're doing both. You're doing like Charmin.
I mix it when I don't
Can't-
know.
you don't- You're just covering both
There's
bases.
only
You're like,
one option.
I don't
It's
know
just-
if it's Charmin or Charmin, so I'm gonna say Charmin.
But it is Charmin.
It's Charmin. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Charmin.
French.
Charmin
I don't
Ultra.
fucking know why it's Charmin.
It is
but
just spelled CH though.
Yeah.
Right? CH.
Okay.
It's Charlemagne.
We're gonna make we'll make our own company ad.
Can it be Charlemagne?
Yes. New by Charlemagne Toilet Paper Company. Live eels.
Your
Charlemagne-
ass will feel like the god.
Charlemagne the cod.
There we go.
Yeah, you swallow
There we
fish.
go.
Swallow codfish.
Charlemagne the cod.
Yeah.
Fucking A. So it's a robot. It's not like a humanoid robot. It doesn't have hands. It doesn't have
yeah.
anything to grip. It's not a sex robot. You could probably find a way to have sex with it.
After booby time, take me from behind, master.
But
like as soon as you said it's not a sex robot, you realized all robots are sex
Everything
robots.
is a
if
sex
you try
thing.
hard enough.
Like,
if you believe in yourself.
There's not a lot of things I couldn't have sex with if I really wanted to.
anyways,
I mean, then you can go the other way too. You can
you're
put
the
it in
sex
ya.
thing.
I mean, you don't have to put a hole in something. You can put something in your hole. Yeah, you're the sex thing, whatever. I'm a sex thing. You're a sex thing.
So, anyways, the fucking Charmin robot brings you toilet paper when you need it, and you're on the toilet and you don't have any toilet paper. So, obviously, anytime I've ever been in that situation, I'm just like, God, if I only had a robot that could bring me a roll of toilet paper, because I can't get up because I'll shit everywhere.
You can.
I have no control over my butt.
You can get up.
That's what I'm really trying to say is like, okay, cool. Fun inventions are neat, but like, who the fuck needs that? Like, where do you keep your toilet paper? In the fridge? Like, you have to get out of the bathroom and like go find toilet. Like, you have to like.
Yeah, where did I put that?
This
That's
is
pretty far.
Who is this for? Is this for people who are just completely ill prepared for everyday life?
Do you keep your toilet paper in the fridge?
No, it's as cold as a fridge though. It's the back patio. So,
Okay.
Is that a good idea? Keeping your toilet paper in the fridge?
do you think it's gonna? What is it gonna turn
Menthol
into?
toilet paper?
Yeah, like, hey, menthol toilet paper.
That is a
Yeah.
horrible
I
idea.
don't
love
know.
minty burning in my asshole.
Yeah.
I don't know. You sound like Todd from BoJack Horseman, bro.
Intense.
Wait, is keeping your toilet paper in the fridge a good idea?
Because you know you can like when in the summertime you can put your sheets in the freezer and that's pretty cool.
Where'd you learn about that?
I just did it.
You know, you can do that thing people just
I mean,
do.
I thought that was like a thing people did.
I did used
Maybe
to
not.
put my underwear in the freezer. in the morning
underwear.
in the summer.
Okay, weirder than sheets, but great idea.
Yeah.
I'm just not creative.
It's not weird to
I
me,
guess
but
I'm learning right now. I'm not creative with my comfort.
You got to take care of yourself.
I gotta start
I mean,
freezing my underwear. And
the
my
people
sheets.
at Charmin are there for you then, because I would be more down for them instead of creating something to give me toilet paper. How about just make super super good toilet paper?
They do. They make a
Don't they do
quality
that?
product.
Charmin's got some pretty good toilet paper. It's actually so good I won't buy it.
You know what?
It's too expensive. It's too fluffy. I don't know how much of it to use because if I take more than 4 pieces, then I can't even flush my toilet because it's like wiping your ass with a fucking beach towel.
And you just spent $5 for
one wipe,
experience.
and it's like 12
like you're-
wipes to get your ass clean for most people.
I think the days of toilet paper are numbered. You've seen those bidets?
Dude,
that
I
you
would
can just
I would go for a
install right in
bidet
there?
I should.
in a
I
heartbeat.
need to get a bidet. I'm
Yeah.
surprised we haven't yet. You can order them online for like $15.
It just seems so much more fucking modern and like sensible than just like mashing mashing paper against your butthole. Getting your fingers all around it and like
I think it's Daniel that always likes to bring up the point. What other part of your body would you just clean with paper if you got shit on you? Nothing. Like if you got shit on your chest, you wouldn't just wipe it off. With
such a good
all
point.
cleaned up.
In your hair
All
and
set-
everything.
Oh,
Just like,
God.
Dude, I never
And
thought
my
of that.
ass is hairier than my chest, so what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
disgusting.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
And I use printer paper to wipe my so
Construction paper.
sure my shit's not clean down there.
I use Post-its.
The bleeding helps to sanitize
Yeah, it
things,
just
right?
kind of flushes it all.
Oh.
But do you guys get like seasonal butthole pain? Like
just-
during the cold, dry season?
No.
Okay, well, hold on. I have it really
You got a
bad.
chapped asshole?
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't.
Yeah. And I've never had that before until this winter.
You should swallow some eels.
Dude, I'm not totally,
First, put
I'm not
some
counting that out
lotion.
completely.
Wow, that's
New Charmin Eel Lube to apply your eels with ease.
For those elusive impactions.
Oh my! See, there's so many. That's an ad. We're doing that ad for sure. But yeah, like
Charmin eel lube. Less is more. Obviously, we got to change the less is more to something else, but I couldn't think of anything fast enough.
longer's better.
Charmin eel lube. Those are too thick.
Get them when they're kids.
Not from the swamp.
Remember, you chose this.
Call your dad.
Charmin eel lube. Call your dad.
Fuck yeah.
What the fuck? What's the implication? I don't understand.
I mean, just like sort of like, where's your life at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're
Like
at
maybe
that
touch
point,
base with them.
you need to go back to your roots. If
It has to be parent approved, no matter how old you are.
That's true.
To use Charmin
That's
eels.
just that's just
Yeah, you have to have guardian consent.
to buy them.
You're just like 56 years old, and you're just like, so yeah, Dad, we signed this.
Did you hear they fired Johnny Carson?
Dad, focus.
I need...
I'm trying to shove these eels up my ass. All right.
The doctor won't give them to me if you don't sign.
The doctor comes back in just with a fully grown, just a handful of squirming eels, and he's just like, well, these look good enough for you.
Yeah.
Only one at a time. All right. One per day.
These are Charmin doctors.
They're like doctor robes are just like really thick toilet paper.
They're bears.
And they're bears, and their name tags are just like a cut square out of the toilet roll.
Yeah.
I think that would be the concept makes me think of something like some kind of small compact robot that deploys to you no matter where you are with a touch of a button.
Yeah.
You know.
Could have anything on it. Doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily need to be a roll of toilet paper. Could bring you your insulin or your...
Yeah.
I don't know why I said
We're back
insulin.
on
I don't think
insulin.
you have diabetes, dude.
We're back on insulin.
You have one of these. It's a semen light.
To
See if there's any semen on
dude,
anything.
don't flash that around.
Oh.
Ser-
Oh, no, it's just dust.
I'm not kidding. You might find semen somewhere. So
Just don't put it on my face. That's for sure. I don't. I'm gonna get me one of those though. Damn, that's smart.
Just like before you sit down.
Have you ever thought of buying like a cheap a microscope like on Amazon just to look at your semen?
Nope.
Never?
Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I
think about
actually
it.
use microscopes every day, and I could just bring my
Oh
own
yeah.
to work.
Can I borrow it? I have hand sanitizer. I have bleach too. Which one do you want me to use after I come on it? How soon do you think it's going to be until we take like semen flavor supplements?
I never will. So,
dude,
Isn't
this
that just
show
eating pineapple.
This show is groundbreaking. We have every single episode. We have great ideas. I feel like
semen. Okay,
great ideas.
Now I'm getting what you're saying. You're saying
not something that you take that tastes like semen.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'll never take that. What the fuck is wrong? Why would you? It makes your semen taste like something else. Gotcha.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like
that's a better product than I first thought you were talking about.
And there will be like mystery ones where you're like, I don't know what that's gonna taste like. It's like dreaming unicorn flavor, and just like, what's that?
It'd be a really fun thing to put on dating profiles.
Yeah,
I'd pop all the flavor
those
supplements.
Harry Potter jelly beans. Like there's some of them are really bad. It's
just
axle grease.
Oh, this one's cum flavored. So more about future technology. This dude, Rob Spence, dumb name, 47. Went blind in his right eye as a child during a shotgun accident. So there's no details on what that is, but
sounds like best case scenario for a shotgun accident, just to lose sight in your eye.
I imagine a shotgun accident to your eye means you're going to lose at least 25% of your skull. But he had a full skull.
No, I'm imagining a BB maybe rebounding back.
When his eye was removed in 2008, he decided to replace it with a camera in his eye. So it's literally his eyeball records whatever he wants. Yeah, look at that. It's like literally like a Terminator eye.
Yeah.
That's dope looking.
Eyeborg, man.
I mean, if you lose something, you might as well replace it with something.
It's got a circuit board in
what
it.
The fuck?
How did he get that done, though? Like, did he do that himself?
It looks pretty self-made.
I mean, oh, man.
Ow. No.
What the fuck? That looks like it would hurt so bad to blink.
Looks like that.
You can't blink with that.
It looks like he's got like a little packet of like cream cheese in there.
It does. That's exactly what that looks like.
Cream cheese powered.
He's like, I made my eye. It's cream cheese and a motor from a tattoo gun.
It's fucking
Android parts on people.
Yeah. Like eventually doctors are going to have fake arms and do surgery with them, and it's going to probably be better than a regular arm.
Well,
like,
don't they already do that?
They'll just have actual robots
do
it.
Robotic arms.
Ooh, I would really not like to go into surgery, though, and go into the surgical room, and it's just a giant robot.
Well, you'll be asleep by then.
It's just like, how are you doing today? Sorry, I'm just looking for my things. Just like all frazzled. Just like a person first day on the job, but it's a robot.
Surgery completed. Now, do you want a hand job?
You made
I
it.
bet this guy records himself masturbating, and that's it. With his eye. He just looks down while he's jerking it, and he's just like, oh, yeah, that's cool. That's me.
It's just the best thing.
That's
he
me
can
doing
think of
that.
to record. It's got to be better.
What else do you
applications than
record? Like, if you had one of these,
unknowingly.
what? Yeah.
It would be good if you needed to transmit back to Skynet as you're hunting someone in the future.
Target acquired.
Which is really what's going on. That's obviously
That's
what's
the
going
only
on.
application
Look at his
that-
face.
yeah.
Look at his real eye. It looks even worse than his fake eye.
There's less life in his real life.
Yeah, take the other one too.
There's less life in his
Just
real
go
eye.
all the way, man. Your original eye sucks.
Yeah, dude. He doesn't look like he sees the joy in anything.
He goes up and talks to people, and they're like, you should just get the other eye done,
Yeah.
man.
You look like a murderous machine on the right, but on the left you just look like kind of a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks exactly like a movie villain. Like,
fucking
in
bionic.
every way.
Yeah, he would have to put on a little muscle, but he could definitely be a bad guy.
Dude, who needs muscle when you have an eye that can record 30 minutes.
Yeah. At a time.
Yeah, at a time. At a time, what does that mean? It's like, oh, I just got to take it out of my face and recharge it.
I have to upload that 30 minutes onto a device, and then I can
get an email-approved password.
That's why I look so tired. I've got 17 hours of me jerking it already.
Speaking of Skynet, what do you think of Elon Musk's internet satellites? The funny thing is the animations of the examples of how it works is literally a net across the sky.
Okay. He knew what he was doing.
Look at that picture.
Have it? Yeah, that's a Skynet. That's what I'd call that for sure. Imagine a net around the whole sky.
Elon, are you referring to a Skynet?
Yeah.
No, it's not a Skynet.
Imagine a robot that travels through time terminating targets.
Wait, Elon, why does it need to terminate
the
it?
Terminator?
Yeah, Starlink.
Oh,
is that what it's called?
That's just another name for Skynet.
42,000 small satellites that will...
That's a lot.
Yeah, instant high-speed internet to any place on the planet.
There's already 14,000 satellites in the sky or in
Well,
orbit?
I kind of thought it was
already
like that a little bit, like with satellites and trash. Isn't there trash circling around the planet?
Yeah.
There is, yeah. They say right now it's not super bad yet, just because it is a lot of space. Because it's huge. But
I wonder if we should just be spending a lot of our money on just rocketing our trash out of the solar system instead of.
That's a surefire way to get attacked by aliens.
Take care of your planet.
Spread really weird life to other
planets.
Yeah,
really, just introducing
just plastic bags start becoming aware and conscious,
or whatever bacteria is surviving on the trash ends up frozen on some new planet.
Oh yeah, he already launched I think a few hundred of them or something.
Is it so he can watch everyone? It's just his personal.
Each satellite records 30 minutes at a time.
Yeah. So fucking Russians, Asta Jaskuaskian, 35, of Dartford, Kent. Okay, this is this is edited weird. Worse. Yeah. So this lady with her dumb name was married to a guy with another dumb name who's 42. She was
sounds like a real name.
Okay, so she was married to this 42-year-old guy, and she was seeing this 25-year-old guy, also dumb name. Oh no, this guy's name's cool. His name's Mantis. So Mantis 25.
That's the dumbest name of all of them.
So Asta.
Oh no, this guy's cool.
Asta, the woman, the main character of this story, 35, was married to the guy who's 42 and seeing this mantis on the side. And, he was a former prisoner, so he was recently released from prison. So she's seeing these two guys. She's got kids with the guy she's married to, and she's seeing this guy covered. We got that covered.
That paper is like a paragraph.
I know. That's one of the shortest things I've read, and it's taken me this long.
Your synopsis is 5 times long.
Okay.
George R. Martin over here.
So she's seeing these two guys, and she's trying to solve her problem about having two guys that she's seeing. And so she was like, all right, I need to figure out what I'm going to do about seeing these two men. I have to choose one of them. So she had the two guys essentially knife fight to see who was going to get to keep her.
Oh, nice. They agreed to it? They were
it was like a gentleman's agreement. We're going to fucking stick each other with blades until only one of us is left to be with this troll of a woman.
Nice.
Did they tie their wrists together with a bandana?
I hope so.
Who suggested this?
The lady.
She did?
Okay. Like she had them like talk to each other on the phone and like make the agreements and like meet at a certain place.
This lady's fucked up.
Yeah.
She's fucked up.
And one of the guys died.
Yeah, there we go.
35 stab wounds.
That kills you?
It kills him, I guess. Fucking pussy.
I thought.
Wait, who was it? Who died? Was it Mantis? Mantis doesn't go down from 35. Man.
Dude, I wouldn't want a knife fight. I would not want to knife fight a guy named Mantis.
That's been in prison?
Yeah.
Sounds like this lady knew that this contest was skewed in one direction.
It was like, why do they call you Mantis? And he just like grabs his forehead skin and rips it off. And he's just like, I'm a mantis.
The other guy's like, could we play tennis? I'm actually really good at tennis. She's like, I think you should knife fight because Mantis is better at knife fighting.
Like one person gets like the last game-winning hit in the tennis match, and then the lady just shoots him in the back of the head. Just the loser, just immediately, just like game, set, match.
I would love if that's how tennis matches ended.
Dude, way more viewers, I bet.
Yeah.
Remarkable endings to a match you'll ever see.
So one of them's dead, 35 stab wounds. Did he get even one in on the other guy?
So Mantis, the guy from prison, is the one who won.
Oh,
shocker. Yeah, shocker.
Yeah.
There.
So Mantis.
Shocker that
fatality
Mantis
him
35 times stabbed the other dude. How many times did Mantis get stabbed? No, it doesn't say.
It doesn't say, but I'm sure he got some cuts.
Now, Mantis, after he killed him, he ate him, right? Isn't that what?
Ate his head.
Yeah,
yeah.
They eat their heads.
Yep.
Right?
Once in the claws of the praying mantis, soon draws its last breath. It's an odd sight to watch an insect devouring a mammal.
Yeah. It's all for nothing though, because Us is gonna end up eating him after they mate. So
right.
That's how it goes, right?
Yeah, I don't know what their priorities are in all this. Also, like, if a girl I was into was like, "Hey, so I'm married, and we have a thing going on." It's like, yeah. It's like, well, I was thinking you guys should knife fight
for my hand.
Yeah. And he's just like, oh, I thought we were just going to like keep going the way it is. And she's just like, no, knife fight. It's got to go knife fight.
To the death.
And I'd be like, all right, well, I can drive you home now.
Yeah.
And then just like never speak again.
But you're not Mantis.
Dude, when Mantis gets his eyes set on something, he gets it done.
And he gets his hooks.
He gets the girl and stabs you 35 times.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy, Mantis and the eye recording villain guy should link up and start some shit.
I like that you just decided he was a villain.
Also, like, when whoever was taking that picture, do you think they took it and they were like, you want to look, I don't know, like you feel a little bit better about having your eye like this?
They're like, this is for Tinder, dude. Maybe
like,
smile.
yeah, like, this is your online dating dude, I called off work to come do this for you. He's just like, this is my look. This is how I feel about it.
From his looks, he's a barista, so why does he need this?
Because he wants to be a space cop. So, dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
I don't know. I feel like if you have that eye today, I feel like any space job is yours when you go in for the interview. Like, you're already part spaceman a little bit. like, well, this is a science job, and you have a science face.
How do you think NASA works? So how do you guys think that went? Oh, he's very space.
You got a science
so space.
Well, you definitely got the face for it.
Yeah. I could definitely see him in space.
He's got the face for space. Cold, calculated, and terrifying.
With a recording device built in.
But then he goes up there and obviously knows nothing about space or science. He just has the eye.
Yeah.
And it sort of boils down over time. Like, they're out there for months, and there's like, obviously are not supposed to be here. Like, we just hired you for your face,
space
which
face.
we'll never do again.
Why don't you pull your weight, space face?
And like, guys, we can take that eye out of him and just like put it on a stick.
There's like, what can you fucking do with us, man, up here in space? And he's just like, well, I can record you for 30 minutes.
I can make espressos.
Yeah.
I did leave my SD card at home, though.
It's like, you don't even look happy to be here.
He's like, my soul is as deep and empty as space.
This picture is from 2008, though, so I wonder what his current status is. I
Space
bet
Fizz is getting roasted right now.
Also, does it have to glow red? I mean, is there any way around that? Maybe just cover it?
Robot law that it has to glow red.
People have to...
People know
so they
it's
know,
there.
So I know you're an evil robot, though.
Right.
It could glow green if
yeah,
he was good.
yeah.
But he's
like
not.
nice colors.
His heart's not pure.
Yeah.
And the eye knows.
Oh my God, the fucking eye represents what's going on in your mind, and the color determines your
It's a mood
personality
eye.
type. And it's always red. So turns out that's Mantis. That would be nuts if that guy was Mantis.
He looks like it.
That guy's not 25. Actually, you
I
never
forgot
know.
Mantis was 25.
Good call. Good call.
Russia, 25 years is different.
He's the most broken 25-year-old I've ever seen.
This is the 42-year-old guy she was married to, and he shows up to the knife fight with his eye glowing. And Mantis rips his human skin off, and they look at each other, and like Mantis is like, huh, guess she has a type.
They just fall in love.
And there's like respect. You want to go put eels in your ass? Yeah, let's go.
I already got a couple.
Oh, here's something. That was an overreaction. Sorry, it's not as good as I made it seem. You guys know who Riley Reid is?
Yes.
The porn star?
Mm-hmm.
So she started like a campaign on her social media that she would donate. She would send you personal live nudes if you sent her a donation for Australia. Because we all know what's happening to Australia. But yeah, her social medias got taken down because she was sending people nudes. And they were considering it like almost like a form of prostitution a little bit. Even though it's not, she should not have been taken down. Also, do they not care about Australia?
This is Tips for Dicks with Riley Reid.
Crikey.
What social medias? Was it Instagram?
I think
Facebook,
Instagram was the most prominent one that got taken down. I don't know. I don't go to her social media, so I don't know. But she got demonetized essentially.
I thought the only purpose for having social media was to send naked pictures of yourself to each other.
I know they're tripping
if you talk about it on social media, then they shut you down.
Yeah. But it's weird. Like there's weird rules because like on Twitter you can send naked pictures in live feed like where everyone can see it.
Yeah, that's really strange that they would shut that down. I don't understand why they chose to do that.
She's really close to that koala.
That koala sent her the first nude that she got. That's how she got the idea. That's the moment she came up with the idea. Like they just got done banging and the koala's all like exhausted and she's like, oh, that was good. Never had anal sex before. She's like, this gave me an idea being here in Australia with you and what's going on. This is a long bit.
Yeah, right.
So,
and then a fire came and killed them.
And they're at an elementary school recess for some reason.
So it only happened because they thought they were going to die?
They did it in the moment, heat of the moment.
Where did the pictures come in?
She takes selfies. You know, she's a fucking bitch. So, she's always taking selfies. And, you know, she just being there, being in the moment with him, the koala, she just got the idea like, oh, I'm a porn star. People like to see me naked. And I'll send pictures for donations for you guys and all your koala family.
I love to play in public. Spice up your sex life and do something where you maybe shouldn't be doing it.
And he's like, that's a great idea. I'm hard again. And that's it.
Maybe that's where
that's what happened.
Oh, that is what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On a serious note,
Dude,
not really a serious note, but I think all the social media and Twitters and Grams and whatevers, they just need to say that like we're just not gonna care about anything anymore. Like it's.
I know. I don't know what they're holding on to.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
Police yourself.
Yeah.
Like they just need to just.
I agree.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a really good point because like
you should be able to choose to not see certain things. Like there's nothing wrong with that, but like the idea that they're going to be able to like just be like, okay, well, you can do all your stuff, but there's a certain line where we're just gonna try
those things.
Yeah, I don't understand.
We're gonna remove that. I don't understand. She wasn't posting them publicly. If she's just sending them to people privately when they send her proof of donations, then there's nothing on Instagram other than her just being like, hey, send me proof and I'll send you a nude. Other than that,
I mean, she's been taken down multiple times, I think. Like, this is not the first time. And she's for like posting like provocative pictures. Probably.
There's probably a lawyer sitting there just deciding when they might get sued and shut it down. Somebody's got to sue us.
More people are complaining about not being able to do what they want than seeing nude photos or seeing pictures of.
Well, the thing they always talk about, which I think is hilarious, is they're always like, well, it's advertisers. So the people that advertise on this stuff don't want to be associated with stuff. It's like, that's what everybody watches.
Yeah.
Your ads are being seen. Isn't that the entire idea of it's just stupid to think that whatever the weird, like the kind of stuff that gets taken down is the kind of stuff that people want to see. So.
Yeah. It was a good cause, you know?
Yeah. Let her raise money. What the fuck? Wasn't there some other chick that was sending nudes for donations? Like, was doing
I think
the
they all
same
do.
thing.
I'm sure a ton of them do that. Like, even just like the girls who just do like the, oh, here's my butt today. Here's my butt.
Yeah.
Doing lunch. Here's my butt walking my dog.
Here's my
like,
butt
I bet
with
those
the
girls even like just send personal pictures for extra money on the side.
Yeah.
Like, anybody who's in those industries, actually a lot of different industries, they do stuff on the side, like personal stuff, for a lot of money. You probably get more money doing that than anything else, because people will pay crazy amounts of money for just something that's personal of yours.
Bathwater.
Like, send me your dirty socks. I'll pay you $2,000 for dirty socks. Just like take a picture of you like working out in them and then like holding them up to you in the date and just send them to me and I'll pay you whatever you want.
That's insane.
Because I'm a psycho with a robot eye.
Wouldn't that be a bummer that if you had to, smell someone's used socks to feel happy?
I don't know, because if you're feeling happy doing it, then you're like, well, I feel happy.
It's not a bummer anymore.
I guess so.
Then I start to taste them. I say,
like,
but I guess you might be like, I wish I could get my happiness from something other than sniffing this particular person's socks.
You can sniff alkyl nitrate. Do that instead.
What's that?
So I didn't know if I was going to bring this up because it might make me seem super weird. But have you guys ever heard of poppers?
Nope.
Apparently it's like super popular in the gay community.
Poppers are recreational drugs that contain a compound called nitrites. They're commonly used as a performance enhancer during sex among the gay community. Nonetheless, they're not actually legal to sell for human consumption, but they're usually marketed as something different. They're usually marketed as things like
head cleaners, room odorizers.
I don't even remember how I found out about this, but once I found out about it,
okay.
You do.
Oh, right.
well, it was, you know how it goes when you're on the internet. Sometimes you click on something and it's just off to the races.
I'm going to be very hesitant to introduce any
new drug to people.
Yeah, any new mind-altering substance into my life.
Well, apparently this is way more well-known than I thought. I just had no idea what it was when I found out about it. I'm not suggesting anybody does this. I've heard that it's safe as long as you don't ingest it. Like, it's not going to kill you, but you can probably find a way to overdose on almost anything. But anyways, it's
you pop them and smell them.
Yeah, it's just vapor, and they used to sell them marketed as like a party drug for mostly in the gay scene, because apparently if you sniff it, you get like a huge head rush and you get super duper like cracked out horny. And it also, tying into the gay scene, apparently it has a universal effect on everybody when you sniff it, that it immediately like super relaxes your butthole.
Really?
Like specifically your butthole. Like your butt just goes
wow,
and just like opens up, and they're like, well, here I go, 2 dicks this time.
So you're considering procuring?
Not getting into the gay scene.
Right.
If you find some poppers, though, let me know.
Well, you can't. Here's the thing. I've watched people talk about it on YouTube. I've watched like doctors talk about it. Apparently, it's not dangerous. You know, you can't. It's hard to have too much of it, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna retract that because I don't know. I'm definitely, if I were to even try it, I'm definitely really, really apprehensive to like buy an actual cleaning product and just start sniffing it.
Right.
Like I'd be way more comfortable like buying the actual product that they sell for that use, you know?
Just wait till Hannah's asleep and crack it under her nose and see how
she just like sits straight up and she's just like
my ass is loose.
Yeah. I wonder if the eel guy used this.
Oh, for sure. If he was butt popping eels, he was alkyl nitriting all day.
Dude, it's all tying together. And Elon Musk is involved somehow, some way. Eel.
Yeah.
Holy
He was
shit.
inside that, man.
LTYF exclusive. We just cracked a conspiracy. All right, how long have we gone?
This is lunchtime. You got anything to eat?
I feel like we talked about a lot of good stuff, a lot of great ideas, diabetes awareness.
I'm really glad Cactus Blacks for Blacks was out of your head and not out of Justin's head. I felt a little weird about you're not emailing it to him saying, "Hey, will you read this on the podcast for me?"
I feel like it would have been way funnier if I did do that.
I'll send you. I'll record something at home and send you a file, and you can put a
that's
track
perfect.
under
Yeah.
it for
Yeah, because you have fucking microphones and shit still, right?
Yeah, I do have some. Yeah.
I remember when we first started doing that at your place, I was like, holy shit, where did he get all this stuff?
Yeah.
Because when I saw it at your place, I was like, dude, Kris is making some bank right now. Somehow. Sending nudes.
Yep, that was my plan all along.
It's all going to Australia, though.
I mean, I've considered it doing like, you know, the top-down cam shows or something, where I like, I don't know, like stick my fingers in pies or something.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, though,
there's got to be like at least 100 people that want to see that.
If you didn't feel shame about it, if you really wanted to, you could make a lot more money just doing weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
People are. I mean,
you specifically today could do like we could all just come up with a weird idea and start sending it to people and make tons of money.
I'm just thinking about sucking old guy dicks. It's not even that weird of an idea, but it's
like
very
you're just
lucrative.
thinking of it right now.
Well, you're talking about thinking of ways to make money doing weird things. I'm just like, just start shoulder tapping old dudes.
And
that's definitely a lane.
Videos.
Like there's people that will just like go in a shed and fart and record themselves doing it. And people are like live chatting while they're doing it, like, oh my god, that was such a good one. Like, oh, you got any more?
Yeah, okay, there's like 12 people.
There's like thousands
farting in sheds. Oh man, well I need a shed because I got farts.
I can build you a shed.
Doesn't have to be a shed.
Fart.
What else are you gonna fart in, Justin?
Yeah.
A box.
A lean-to.
You're gonna fart in a box on video. Your YouTube channel's gonna fail. You need a shed at least.
Okay, well all I'm saying is I feel like I might come up with something and just try to make more money. Imagine if you made imagine if you
I'm
just
not disparaging your shed farting idea.
Imagine if you could just do, and it doesn't have to be, it could be something super easy, like sticking your hands in cake. Slowly sticking your hands in a fresh, clean cake, making it messy.
You sound like you honestly have a lot of ideas for this
I'm just spitballing here.
What is there to feel shame about that? If you released a YouTube series of you farting in a shed and then putting your hand into a cake super slow, like, and you made a bunch of money off it, that's not shameful.
It's definitely shameful.
The thing is I haven't really thought about this until right now. Like, I'm really actually thinking about it.
You're really good at it.
And I'm like,
what else you got?
Like, imagine if you just stuck your fucking hands in cake and didn't have to go to work anymore because you made so much money sticking your hands in cake.
Okay, let's do an experiment. Just start a YouTube channel, and all it is those types of things. And like once a month,
and
you
post
a very short video of you just walking into frame and hand
and it's
fucking
like
a cake.
Guaranteed fans.
It's just titled "Sticking My Hands in a Cake."
Yeah. Although
sticking my hands in a Fred Meyer's Bakery chocolate ganache.
So look out for the first LTYF video. Is probably going to be me with a cake.
Look out for that. It's going to be dropping.
Yeah.
You'll be able to find it on the trending page of YouTube.
Yeah.
Also, email us at ltyfers@gmail.com and give me like cake suggestions. Like, what cake do you want to see me fist first? You know,
probably a Black Forest Gatto. I know a lot of cake names because I've been watching the Great British Baking Show for a while.
This is really working out right now. You have the knowledge, I have the fist.
You have the knowledge, I have the fist.